it seems like some of you guys are a bit confused about what had happened with regarding the Uber thing. So here's what happened. So my parents, they always take like Valentine's away from, they always take like Valentine's off from like their kids. So like me and my brothers and sisters were never like around for Valentine's Day. So they always like ship us off to like some like either a church friend or somebody. So since I'm the only one who like still lives with my parents, they shipped me off to one of our church friends. So I was like not in Farmington, and I needed to get to work. So my dad had like set up an Uber the night before for me to get from where I was staying to work. All right, at a time, so it was like scheduled. So they came when they were supposed to. This guy like Mark, he's the Uber driver. So he picked me up. First off, he had like two of those like really bootleg air fresheners that are like meant to like scent up a whole house, or like to like defunk like a drug den or something. So he had two of those. So I was already in the back like with a huge headache because it was so strong. And I was just trying to listen to my music, and all of a sudden we're like going through West Hartford on the highway, and we reached like Hartford. So he just stops the car. Like he stops his car, pulls over on the side of the highway, and I'm like, what's he doing? So he gets out, and he like looks in the front, like starts whacking the front of the car. I'm like, what's this clown doing? So then he comes back, and then he says that the tire's flat. And I'm like, okay, your car, you do what you gotta do. So I didn't say anything. He just like went in the back and like starts rummaging through his trunk, which sounds like there's a lot of rummaging for a trunk. Like it was like a Corolla. I don't know why the trunk sounded so big. I feel like he had a body in there or something. So he comes back like 20, 30, 40 seconds later with a jack, like a jack to jack up the car. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's like a mini jack. So he's like jacking his car. He comes around the side, knocks on my window. I'm behind the passenger, so behind the passenger window, and he knocks on the door and tells me I need to get out. And I'm like, okay. I just figured that the weight was too much, and he didn't want to jack the car up with me in it because I weighed too much or something. I was like, all right. So I grab my bag and I get out and I stand by the door. I close the door, stand by the door. By the door. And I'm just like waiting. I'm watching him. He's like whacking the car. He's like, and I'm like, all right, weird flex, but okay. So he's like doing that. So I'm like, I figured he was just fixing the car, and that he would finish fixing the car, do whatever he has to do, like maybe change the tire or something, jack it, I don't know. But I expected him to like tell me when he was done so that we could continue our trip, and or he could order me another Uber or something. So he didn't, and he just pulls off. Just like I'm just standing there, and I see him get back in the car. He turns on the motor, and I'm like, okay, what's he doing? He just leaves. He just leaves me and my bag like on the side of the highway, in the middle of like Hartford Highway. Michael Kloszewski, class clown in 2019, little white boy with my dry bag, like my diving bag, on my back, just on the side of the highway. And I'm just like, because I just don't know what to do. I'm looking around. I mean, I'm literally on the side of the highway. There are cars whizzing by me at like 80, 70, 60, 50 miles an hour. And I'm like, holy gosh, this guy just really left a 17-year-old unaccompanied and on the side of the road without even asking, like, and so then I'm like, oh my gosh. So I call up my dad. He's not picking up. So then I'm like, I gotta get another Uber. So then I walk to then I start walking. Like I'm walking on the highway to find the nearest exit. So I find the nearest exit. It's like legit in like slums of Hartford. Prospect Plaza. And so I'm just like, I walk off the exit. People are staring at me like, why is that little white kid what? Like what? Like I mean, I would look too, like, why, like, if I saw some like white kid walking with a dry bag on his back off the highway, I'm gonna ask him questions. But whatever. So I get off the highway, and then I just walk around Prospect Plaza for like 10, 15 minutes, just trying to call my dad, call my brother who like lives in Hartford somewhere, and I just can't get through to anybody. Like, it's crazy. Finally, my dad picks up. He's like, what happened? I'm like, the Uber guy just left me on the side of the highway. He's like, what? And I'm like, send me another Uber. And he's like, okay, so not even an issue. So he sends me another Uber, and then like, I get the Uber. I made it, so you know I'm not mad, but the guy's not getting 5 stars. I mean, if he's lucky, he'll get 3.5. I told my dad, I'm like, just give him 3 stars. And the reason why people are asking me like, hey Michael, why would you give the guy 3 stars? Well, cause you gotta understand, like, it's his livelihood. It's like how he makes money, and I'm not gonna like ruin his life with a bad review. So like, thanks for coming to my TED Talk.